Good morning all. In this video we will be seeing how to communicate the offline program which is developed to download inside the controller and check the hardware configuration. For that you need to communicate with the controller. For that we'll see the communication settings. This is the IP address of my computer 192.168.1.100 and this is my IP address of my controller 192.168.1.1. I'll click on search. So now it has identified the controller and click connect. Now we can see the controller is connected and you can also see the high scan available or not. So there are no high scans or low scans available. The program is totally empty. Now we'll try to download the program which we developed offline. For that you need to go to online and go to write to controller, click on it and you will find where is the options, where is the path that you have selected. So go to projects and this is the path trials. So click on open. So this is the basic configuration. This is the first screen for startup and we need different options. One is your system configuration and your program, and you have to download both the registers, global registers and local registers, and you have to save after program is downloaded, just to save and transfer to the controller. So I'll click on individual so that your system configuration will be updated. If it is batch wise, your system configuration will not be updated. So better click on individual and click on start. So now this error pop-up says that your controller is already in run mode. So would you like to stop it? For transferring the program, you click on yes. So now one more warning will come. The controller is running, so we want to make some changes to the controller. Click on yes, so that your controller will be configured for your hardware configuration which we have developed offline. Now program is saved, drive properly configured. For that we need to go to model configuration. Click on model configuration and check for the hardware is detected or not. So what we have to do is we have to go to SVB and check that this is not detected. So it is saying that there is a ISCAN error. So we want to know how to debug this. And one more problem is that the controller on the drive we have to match. So in my present I don't have SGD7S but I have SGDV. So I have to change this controller type. So I'll delete this, or I'll go to device select, go to servo and click on Sigma 5 under 15 kilowatt and say OK and click on write. Okay. Then I have to save this program to save to flash. So after saving to flash, I need to power off and power on. After power off and power on, still the alarm is there. So what can be done? So we'll try to communicate. Try to close this and try to recommunicate. So here you can see I have removed the cable and plugged in back. So it is showing communication error. So we have to wait. So it closes. And I have searched now and click on connect. So there is some other hardware issue or some cable issue I need to check. I check what is the model configuration. I just refresh. So why is this happening? That's one problem which we will face is the Ethernet IP address to the controller. So we need to check what is the Ethernet IP address. I click on search first and check what is the IP address in the controller first. So it is 1.10 and we are trying to connect 1.1. So that is a problem. So click on connect. Because in offline programming we have changed the IP address. So due to that the program and controller IP address has also changed now because of that. So now I'll check what is the model configuration and show you what is the IP address. I'll double click on this. So you can see 192.168.1.10 because I changed from 1 to 10, so that is the reason it was not communicating. So there is one more problem is your LIO06 card which is not initialized. So we'll try to initialize that card. Click yes and write. So in this LIO06 card you have 8 digital inputs and 8 digital outputs plus 1 analog input, 1 analog output. So here you can see MIXIO, that means your mix IOs. So here I can give my inputs. So you can see the input is high. I am making all the inputs high. Okay. I will make all the inputs low. So this is how you check your digital inputs. I will close and I have to initialize this counter also. So I'll click on this option and click on yes. So in this counter I have used a 5-volt encoder which I will be using for my future reference. So this is only a basic settings. This will come back later also in a new video. I'll just click on write and save. Write to controller. Now every option in the status is showing driving. So we will check what is SVB status. So here you can see still it is not communicated. So what we can do is we can try to check with the wiring cable and then we can do the programming. But this is the basic step for doing the programming, and we also did some programming for virtual access also. So what we'll try to do is we'll try to run the program and check. So I'll minimize. I'll go to open ladder access configuration. So here you can see there is some alarm has been generated. So some alarm is generated. So this is my reset input. Once I click on this reset input, alarm is cleared. So here you can see V1 is still having alarm. So I have to give servo 1 and reset. So I need to check what is this alarm. Alarm is showing 32. So I need to confirm with the wiring. Now I had troubleshooted. It was a wiring issue. The cable was loose. So I made the proper wiring. So now here you can see there are no alarms and no warnings. If I give servo on, the input should be detected. So here I have to check the model configuration because I made power off and power on. So it has gone to its original status. So I'll reconfigure it. Save to write. So whenever you are doing any initialization or any parameter unsave, you have to always save and you have to write to the controller and you have to save to the model configuration also, to the save to flash. Once this is done only, next time after power off and power on, you will be able to retain the program and your hardware configuration. So now we have done the basic hardware configuration. So now I'll try to reset. So here you can see this virtual access has been resetted. I try to give on. So now it is in servo on, right? This is in servo on. So now we can go to access monitor. So access monitor. So here you can see servo is on. So if I give this, servo is disabled. Servo is enabled and disabled. You can check the status of the input also. How to check? You go to view and go to watch window and you can add your monitoring values. Add to watch. So now you can see this is my servo on and this is my reset. Okay, and this is my jog plus and jog minus, step operation, position start. So whenever I am doing this, there is an alarm, so I can reset, but reset will not happen because it is already in a position mode. So any mode other than no operation, if you reset, it will not work. So I need to make this position to 0. That means I have to make the command code 0. For that I will add the command code to my watch window. Okay, now I'll give enable and I have to give start jog plus. So I'll check what is the jog plus jog operation for virtual mode. So this is the jog operation. So either one of the input is high, the motor will start rotating. So I'll give jog plus, and you can see the command has been executed and there is some reference which is already given. So we'll go to axis monitor and check. So how to do reverse jog? I have to give. So you can see the MMS changing, coming to negative wise. I will remove this and I will remove both the operations, but still the motor is running. So how to stop the motor? Because I have given jog command, but the motor is, I have withdrawn the jog command, still the motor is running. For that you need to add NOP operation. So we'll try to add the NOP operation here. Right. So what is the NOP operation? NOP is nothing but no command operation. For that we need to insert one rank if both the inputs are not there. Then I need to store 0 to the command code. And I will compile. So now you can see it has come to NOP. I'll give jog forward, jog reverse, stop. So this is how we tested the jog operation. Right. I have done some changes here, so I will download this program to controller and click on yes. Okay. Now how to do the same thing in real axis. Real axis also I try to jog. So some alarm has come. We need to check. Jog. Next is your step mode. I'll double click on it and go to my input as step mode. So here you can see I have to check what is the step mode. So in this we have to check what is the step mode. So this is the input for step mode. So you can go to watch, and this is a step operation input. So servo is on. So we take a step command and check what is happening in the axis monitor. And you can see what is the per minute. So it has gone to some step distance and stopped. So I give one more step command, so it will go to that step distance and stop. I'll try to give one more command. So this is how step will work. So next is your position mode. So I have to give the next input as start position. So it is go to start position and it has come to 157.0. So I made it off. So again one more time start. So this will not start because there is no comparison for the position, so it will not rotate. So for that you have to do some more advanced positioning operations. Now I have rectified some of the hardware issues. So I have now made it correct. So now you can see that SGDV drive is enabled and there is no alarm. So quickly we'll check how to do the jog operation. Now also you can see there are no alarms. Go to access monitor and you can see both the drives are disabled. I click on enable and jog. So motor is rotating, and if I stop, motor stop. This is for the direction. And I will stop. So this is how jog is working. Then I will give step command. So the motor is rotating and slowly, and give position command. So it has come to 157.00. So this is in pulses. So if I configure to mm, it will come back for your 2 decimals. So that is the difference with pulse and mm. And what is the next topic is how to upload the present program from the controller. For that we need to go to online, read from controller, and we need to check one path, and we need to save the project name trials from controller and enter. And now these are all the basic settings. System configuration should be checked, program should be checked, registers should be checked, global register should be checked, and click on start. So now the upload of the program is done.